Hello, BookTube. Cheers. Got a book haul. A little something special at the end. And today's been a busy day. I started running in Vermont, with very few exceptions. A lot of things you'd have to drive quite a way to get to. I have a little village here that we live in now. No, not quite so far out in the countryside, but the countryside's right behind the yard. So for certain things you have to travel quite a bit, and it's just part of living here. And so it's about an hour for me to get my son to a dentist, my little guy, the youngest. So we went there, and then when we came back, my wife joined me, and my two oldest children, son and daughter, had to go an hour in a different direction to meet up with a naturalist, where they go into the woods and count box turtles and survey them and mark them and do all these things. They told me not to say where it was because there's actually a black market in box turtles, and I guess some places they've just been wiped out entirely, which is sad. But such is human nature, I guess. So I'm not going to mention where it was, but they did have a great time. They came back soaked to the knees. They had great fun. It's a little chilly out. The leaves have turned. They're probably a little past their prime right now. And so while they were doing that, I walked in the woods a little bit and stuff, but my wife and I and our youngest boy, we went out, and I did find some books. One sort of exceptional, a couple sort of interesting additions. So I'll start with the interesting additions first. So these are Book of the Month Club, and a lot of you know how to tell that. So this is Ellis Peters, and these are the Brother Cadfael mysteries, and they're hardbacks. This is Monk's Hood. See if we can get it without a glare. And of course there's the Book of the Month Club logo. Out in New York. Original copyright's 1980, but the Book of the Month Club copyright's 1996. Got a nice little map. So here, when one of Cadfael's potions is used for murder, suspicion falls on an innocent man, while the monastery rocks with speculation about its next abbot. But all else pales in Cadfael's mind when he realizes that the mother of the murder suspect is a long-lost love. Whoa. All right. Sort of a charming little back design there. And then another one of them, One Corpse Too Many. Another Brother Cadfael. Same sort of back. This was originally in 79 and Book of the Month Club 96. And then a different map. In 1338, it is 1338, and England has been plunged into civil war when cousins struggle for the crown of King Henry I. Reminds me of Sean D. Standfast in a video the other night, mentioned working in a bookstore where a patron came in wanting a book on the American Civil War, and the bookstore manager was convinced there had been no such thing. As the conflict approaches Cadfael's Abbey and King Stephen's forces camp outside the town, a jeweled dagger leads Cadfael to the solution of two foul murders, and his brave friend, the courageous knight Hugh Beringer, to a climactic trial by combat. Well, that sounds exciting. And then here we have, again, a Brother Cadfael, Ellis Peters, The Leper of St. Giles. And again, a Book of the Month Club. All three of these are obviously in the same design on the back. This one has a different map. And this one originally came out in 81 and was published in 96 by Book of the Month Club. Excuse me. When a nobleman is struck down just before he is to marry a young and wealthy heiress, suspicion falls on a youth who was discharged from service by the girl's guardian for objecting to the match. The situation looks even blacker when the guardian himself is killed, and only Cadfael realizes the true answer to the mystery is held by the ghostly figure of the ancient leper who calls himself Lazarus. So a set of three of these. My guess is Book of the Month Club must have made more of them. I'd love to find them in these editions. It's a wonderful series. I have here Cadfael Companion, which I've always really loved, and a couple different editions. These very famous covers, which I also really, really enjoy. And this is The Heretic's Apprentice, and then this is Monkshood in a very old cover. So now I have Monkshood twice, but I'd like to collect these editions. So we will see. So the other book I found, so every one of these books is $1. So the other book I found, I actually thought was part of the Cadfael books because of the shape, and it's only when I picked it up I realized it wasn't. This is quite interesting. This is called Undercover, Death Stalks the Book Dealer by F.J. Manasek. Okay. See, but it's not Book of the Month Club. And I started to read here a little bit, but this is Museum Street Press in Norwich, Vermont. 12 tales of intrigue, murder, mayhem that infect the rare book world. And here we have it, and it is signed. The artist is Carrie Fradkin, also of Norwich, Vermont. And this came out in 1997, so it's a signed first edition. The amount and level of violence that lurks just beneath the rare books trade's genteel veneer surprises most. Rare books, maps, romance, friendships, and nerves of steel are intermingled with some of the most odious crimes. Even collectors and many dealers are not aware of the sinister aspect to the trade. Equally surprising is the usual group of dealers and their friends, which seem to be both a magnet for much of the evil as well as a remedy for it. The author, a rare book and map dealer, and his longtime comrades are identified for the first time as part of the little-known international group. The group's members, though now dispersed the world over, keep in touch with each other. When danger threatens, they come to each other's aid. The stories contain some imaginary elements, but purposely so, for it would not do well to get too close to the reality of the business. The author is the managing director of G.B. Manasek Incorporated, a firm dealing in rare books and maps. Educated in New York and Boston, he spent much of his adult life traveling and has lived in various parts of the world. He is the author of An Uncommon Value, A Rare Book Dealer's World, published in 1995, and also collecting old maps, a map collector's vade mecum, due out shortly. He currently resides in Vermont with his wife, Anne, does not garden, and I guess he doesn't drink coffee. So I was thrilled to find this. I started reading a little bit of it. I'm not sure how much is tongue-in-cheek, but yeah, we'll see. Mystery or suspense in the rare book trade, and how can you go wrong there? So that was exciting. But then for my littlest guy, since he didn't get to go count turtles and find turtles, we bought him at Best Buy. He's a little gamer. He loves that sort of stuff. And my wife found this for me. And there's going to be some glare. Just limited edition gift set. Includes exclusive steelbook packaging and a villain ship. Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy. The ship is Hot Wheels. I have lots of Star Trek ships that are Hot Wheels. Hopefully you can see this. There's the ship. So J.J. Abrams' Star Trek Into Darkness is the best reviewed blockbuster of the year. When a ruthless mastermind known as Khan, Benedict Cumberbatch, declares a one-man war on the Federation, Captain Kirk, Chris Pine, Spock, Zachary Quinto, and the daring crew of the USS Enterprise will embark on the greatest manhunt in history. It will take all of their skills and teamwork to defend Earth and eliminate Khan's threat in this sleek, thrilling epic. So you get a Hot Wheels 1 to 50 scale collectible ship, the USS Vengeance, a limited edition villain steelbook, packaging, and Blu-ray, DVD, iTunes, and ultraviolet digital copy. So she got this for $9.99. Obviously, I wonder if they had it in their warehouse from when the movie came out. I don't know when this was. They're not going to tell me when this was put out. But I was thrilled to have it. We'll watch it tonight, and then I'll add the ship. There's no reason I can't open it right now on the screen, right? I'm not one of... A lot of my Hot Wheels Star Trek ships have boxes. I guess we can grab you one so you can see here without knocking everything off the shelf. So this is like a regular right here, and I got lots of these, and I've got other kinds, and I like Star Trek models and ships. So let me get this open, and then you can see it with me. I don't often do this sort of thing in unpackaging. So let's see what we got here. So it's got this. Well, I just ripped the box, but that doesn't matter. I don't save the box in this case. So here is the ship. It'll have a stand. Hopefully you can see that. So it's fairly good size. And then, what else we got here? I think that's it. The world is packaging, right? Then you get the steel book. We got the... Put the code down there. A Blu-ray and a DVD, and that way they can track me. So yeah, for $9.99, not too bad. I'll put the ship out here with my other ones. Great fun, and we'll watch the movie tonight. So yeah, not too bad a day. Kids found 10 box turtles. So that was pretty successful, and they were out from, I think, 12:30 to 4:30, and they covered some pretty rough terrain, so it was pretty cool. So I hope you are all well. I do have a tag I'm hoping to do tomorrow for Tag Tuesday that Sean D. Standfast did. That was wonderful, and he was kind enough to tag me. So hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you, BookTube.